Hello, everybody, and welcome back to City of Heroes, the Chronicles of Zapp, Paladin, our lone intrepid hero trying to fight crime in Paragon City. And in the last issue, Zapp had just started working with the Midnight Club, or the Midnighters. I can't remember what the heck they're called. um, but with Montague to help the Midnighters, and Argot Berwat, a Rikti, has been kidnapped. So we are going to go and rescue Argot Berwat. So let's go ahead and start. The fact that there is such a thing as good Rikti seems odd, but if what Montague says is true, Argot Berwat could hold the key to bringing them down. Okay. So it looks like we have a bunch of lost. Okay, which makes sense. And hopefully, by the end of this issue, Zapp will be level 20. Okay. I could just leave those, but I'm going to go ahead and go after the experience in these things. Long. That Rikti blaster is just odd. It's so it doesn't seem like it does a lot of damage, but boy, it does. Swordsman. Okay. Oh, I didn't think you would see me from there. Taking out lost one by one. Nothing in there. I got stuff around the corner. It's odd. The blasters, which are, a ranged archetype, I think they have some of the most satisfying melee attacks. Sorry if I'm being a little bit quiet this episode. So, continuing on, we got some sleeping on the job over here. Just less than one bubble to 20. Could even happen this mission. Whilst we're waiting, what better time to do inventory management? Okay. Nothing useful. Swordsman. Okay, we'll have to see if we can hold him with our electric fence. Good. As long as I can keep him away. Go this way. Just gonna ignore those. in the interests of just moving things along. So a buckshot, oh, and an anathema. Ugh. Okay. We can do this. Done it before. Let's go ahead and take a knee from that. And having revealed the map, it looks like the best direction to go is to the right. Okay. And I have cat nose on my keyboard at the moment, so who knows what will happen next. Another anathema. Oh well. I am going to wait for build up and aim, or what do they call it here? Build up, yeah, build up and aim to recharge. Actually, that anathema so far away, might not aggro it. Did not. Ow. Don't like those anathemas. Where will our gut be? Will he be in here? Nope. So let's go this way. Good. Hasten has recharged. That's very handy. Makes things go a little faster. Woo! Level 20! Yay! Okay. 2/5 of the way to level 50. Hey, it's Cedion again. Rickety defeat by Zapp Paladin. Lucky shot. Just the fact that a Rickety would say that is just hilarious. Okay. Come on, Cedion, Sidian, or whatever your name is. Ha. And there's our got. Okay. Ooh. Argot Berwat's work. Before he leaves, Argot tells you that he was working on ways to counteract the Richte's weakness to magic. In his research, he used human test subjects. His results were impressive. A human, when given the correct genetic markers, could actually become resistant to a number of different types of biological stimulants. This occurred even on a genetic level. While Argot found the results fascinating, it was not the intended response Argot's keepers were looking for. They threatened his life if he did not produce their results quickly. Okay. My guess is, yeah, I have to take this minion out as well. Snipe. Oh, there's probably another minion, so, yep, over there, okay. There we go. Yay! Okay. Mission complete. Alright, well, we have rescued Argot for the Midnight Squad. That was the name. Oh, look at that. We're right next to Siren's Call. So, slight sidebar. That is a PvP zone. We won't be going in there. So, okay. Let's go ahead and contact, or I should say call Montague. Oh, there's Montague. With our Gat safely in Vanguard hands, we have made a huge leap forward in this second invasion of the Ricti. Now we only have to hope that the Vanguard are forthcoming with the intelligence they get out of our new Ricti ally. Ask about available missions. Lost and Found Part 4. I think it's time we brought in some outside help. You ever heard of the Dawn Patrol? Their original leader, Hero 1, was the one who took the Mega Team through the Ricti portal to shut it down. Ever since that day, a woman by the name of Lady Jane has taken over the team. She's recently come over to the States, and claims to have important information regarding the Lost. She wants a meeting. Meet with Lady Jane. Apparently, the Lost attacked the main headquarters of the Dawn Patrol. The patrol managed to fend off the group, but a lot of damage was done. You're supposed to meet up with Lady Jane. She doesn't want it widely known that she's here, fearing another possible Lost attack. Go meet with Lady Jane and gather any knowledge she has regarding the Lost. Oh, and watch what you say about Hero 1 while talking to her. Rumor has it that they were more than just teammates. So the Omega team, as Montague mentioned there, was the Vanguard team that went through the Ricti portal to take the war to the Ricti homeworld, and they did not return. So that was unfortunate. Lady Jane is now the leader of the Vanguard, and she becomes important much later on, but I don't think I'll have much interaction with her, only because aside from this, then it's pretty much just task forces. So let's talk to Valkyrie and train up to level 20 here. Train to a new level. Well done, Zapp Paladin. Your success has earned you the right to choose and carry a title. Okay, you're ready for security level 20. And then she's telling me that I have unlocked, or I will have unlocked, a custom slot. Ooh. So, a new power, one more recipe in the recipe inventory, and 10 more items in auction inventory. Okay. And I need 26,731 experience to get to level 21. So let's go ahead and train up to the next level. What do I want? Oh, I kept calling that Charged Brawl. It's Havoc Punch. Duh. You can channel... Maybe if I actually hover over it. You can channel the raw force of a thunderbolt through you, knocking enemies back and potentially disorienting them. This electrical energy also causes you to regenerate health and recover endurance very quickly for a short time. Recharge long. So it is a 30-second recharge. It's a click power. Toggle self AoE. 11 targets max. 112 regen rate. Oh, that's not bad. For 1 minute. 50% recovery. That's actually quite darn good. And 2.5% strength to all damage for 8.73 seconds. What else do we have here? We have Tesla Cage. Now that's really nice. Tesla Cage, similar to Electric Fence, Tesla Cage puts them to sleep. So they can't do anything. Target is overwhelmed by the electrical charge. It is left helpless and can be attacked. The target is drained of some endurance, and some of that endurance may be transferred back to you. Damage minor, recharge moderate. So really, it's more of a control power. So do I want that or that? Or do I want to... There's really no pull powers that I want. I mean, stealth is a nice power to sneak past things. Teleportation, no. Sorcery, no. Presence, no. That's a... not free. Medicine, kind of nice. Leaping, more of a scrapper thing. Leadership is not bad. Fighting, concealment, or one of these. I'm going to go with Tesla Cage. I do like to have a hold. I can hit those anathemas with Tesla Cage. Okay. Gladiator unlocked. Ooh, we have unlocked the Button Man, and we also get the Keeper of Peace badge, which are basically just Um, yeah, they're like achievements before achievements were a thing. Okay. So I now have, how many missions do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4. I have room for one more, folks. So what I'm going to do, to end this issue, we're going to end on a high note. We're going to take a faster route. We're going to go back to Atlas Park, and we're going to go talk to Brigade Morea. Or Morea. I don't know how it's pronounced. She is a city representative, and she's going to send us on a mission to earn a cape. Now, this is what had to happen long ago, but with the re-release, you can get a cape right off the bat now. But long ago, you had to wait till you were level 20, then you had to do this mission, and then you could finally have the costume slot of cape. And I do not agree with, oh my gosh, I cannot remember her name. From The Incredibles, sorry, gotta have a cape. Just gotta have a cape. There are no jets to get sucked into, no tornadoes to suck you up, no any of that terrible stuff that happened. So Brigade, by the way, she is in the, I don't know if I mentioned, she's right here in City Hall. And what's interesting about her is she's effectively the stand-in mayor of Paragon City. Okay. The city thanks you for your assistance. Ask about available missions. Omega Team Memorial, whom we were just discussing. Welcome, Zapp Paladin. I have been asked recently to devise a task in honor of the late great Hero 1, who gave his life to seal our world off from that of the Ricti invaders. Those heroes who complete the task will be given the right to wear capes, as a living tribute to Hero 1's memory. If you are as valiant as your contacts tell me, this task should be quite easy for you. Do you wish to earn a cape? Yes, I'd like to earn a cape. The task is very simple. I merely wish you to learn the history of Hero 1. I've contacted several people whose lives were touched by him. They've all agreed to meet with you and tell you a little bit about his history. Okay. So let's go talk to Paco Sanchez, whom we have spoke to before. I believe he was one of our early contacts. Oh, and he's on the other side. I thought he was... Ha! So there you go, kids. There's a tour all the way around City Hall. There you go. Big Ben, Scotland Yard. I don't know why I thought he was outside. Nice tour of around City Hall. Okay. Oh, in respect, we will there. No travel powers in City Hall. Is he in here? Yeah. So you're here to learn about Hero 1. Remember him well. When the first Ricti attacks came, Hero 1 took me into the most devastated neighborhoods so that I could aid the wounded. I've never been more scared in my life. But Hero 1, he never flinched. He made it possible for me to save a lot of lives back then. You should go talk to Suzanne Bernhard now. I know she's eager to talk to you. Oh boy, Suzanne, she's way over in... We're gonna quickly, we're gonna make a quick stop between there and here. There, okay. Alright, Skyway City. And I know she is way at the south end of Skyway, so we're gonna take the tram instead of the... Oh, I have a mission here. Oh, okay. Well, we will get back to that. Unfortunately, this is just a lot of flying around and talking to people. But I hope that it's interesting to you, the viewer, to learn more about the history of Hero 1. see. Did I already talk? I may have already talked to her. Yep, she is already. She's a contact of mine. Okay. When I first met Hero 1, I was working on as a beat cop, trying to keep a few city blocks clean and safe. No one helped me more than he. Hero 1 helped me crack down on the gangsters. There was no lead he couldn't follow, but he always made sure that the people he busted got fair treatment from the police and the best counsel the city could supply. I respected that. You should talk to Justin Green now. He used to be one of Hero 1's teammates. He may know more about him than anyone. Okay, Justin Green. Nothing wrong with Justin, but you'll see why I'm not very thrilled about this particular contact. Oh, I missed it. And I want the north. Waiting for the tram, waiting for the tram, we're just waiting for the tram to take us away. Okay. Indy Port. I think this is possibly Zapp's first visit to Indy, too. So since we have 1 mile to fly, what is Indy Port? Well, Independence Port is basically the shipping center or whatever of Paragon City. As you can see, there's plenty of ships around. They get in and out. There's a giant lock over here that is behind the Valor Bridge there. And it is also home to Terra Volta, which is a zone, what do they call them? A borough? It's a zone that's completely surrounded by Independence Port. And as its name implies, it is the power supply center for Paragon City. And also where you go to get your respecs, because it is a nuclear power plant. And you go in to save it, save the reactor from being destroyed, and you are mutated, which allows you to basically respec your character. You had to stay within the same archetype and main, primary and secondary power set you picked, but you get to start all over again, which is actually a pretty cool thing, because once you get up into the upper levels, you may say, I really don't need this power anymore. So, to tell you the truth, I've been carrying around a lot of guilt about not being able to accompany Omega Team on their last journey. See, Hero 1 wasn't just my teammate, he was also my best friend. He saved my life more than once, and when I lost my powers, he helped me find a new purpose, and helping our community. He told me I could still be a hero, and in the end, I guess I kind of believe him. If you really want a cape, I think you should go down to the Omega Team Memorial. It's nothing fancy, they wouldn't have liked that. But before Hero 1 and Omega Team left this world, they put together a time capsule. They knew they wouldn't be coming back. It's just a few things. Letters to their children, old high school photos, things to help people remember who they were. The city opened it to the public on the 7th anniversary of the hero's sacrifice. It was a hard thing for people to admit that the Omega Team was never coming back. Okay, so let's go and talk to Brigade again. What I find really funny about Independence Port is You know, it is where all these piers are. It's where all this cargo comes in and goes out of Paragon City, you can see. And yet there's not a single piece of railroad track in the entire zone. So all this stuff shows up into the zone, and then I have no idea how it gets around the rest of the city. I guess the roads are just clogged with trucks. This is also, I think, over here is where the former Statesman Task Force started, which is now the, I think it's, yeah, Ms. Liberty. She's here and but yeah, she gives it out now. Kind of fitting since she is the granddaughter of Statesman. Okay. I always get caught on that. Back to Hattiesburg. So as I mentioned, yeah, this is just a lot of flying around. But I'm pretty certain that's done with now. I had to talk to her. Actually, I always forget. Can go in the back door of the city hall. I hope your conversations with Mr. Sanchez, Sergeant Bernhard, and Mr. Green have helped show you the impact a hero can have on the people around him. You have done well, Zapp Paladin. It is no wonder this city looks up to you. You can call me anytime. And she will have additional, yeah, I can't think of a more fitting end to this journey than to visit the Omega Team Memorial. You shouldn't have any problems finding it. Remember, these people sacrificed their lives to save all of us. The memorial is a sacred place to many of the heroes in Paragon City. Okay. Letters and photos from the Omega team were collected before the heroes and villains left through the Richte portal. Yeah, they have some Lost hanging out here. What did he say? When Honoree returns, no trace of Hero 1 must remain. Oh. Spoiler alert. I know what that means. Omega Team Memorial, your funeral. Hero 1 letter located. Human, too little, too late. Okay. Zapp. Teleportation initiated. Nope. Too late. Alright, so we have an anathema and 2 gunners. Alright. Let's go ahead and use that new Tesla cage. And it didn't work. try it again. Still didn't work. Those anathemas seem to be resistant to holds, though. When Hero 1 and the rest of the Omega team accepted their mission to the Richti home dimension, they knew they likely wouldn't be coming back. They put together this time capsule to hold items of personal importance to themselves. The items are simple things. Letters to their children, old high school photos, things to help people remember who they were. This time capsule has been preserved as a memorial to their brave sacrifice. Okay, Hero 1. What the heck? Looking over the letters and photos in time capsule, there is an obvious one missing. In the center of the display is a plaque that reads, Hero 1, to my lady, queen and country, but above the plaque there is no letter. The Richti stole Hero 1's letter, but left the others. So let's... Oh, I missed all these clues. Oh boy. Justin Green was once a small-time hero who went by the name Green Justice. Hero 1 teamed up with Justin for a number of missions that took them into the heart of the Sioux. These battles led to one climactic standoff against Tub Chi and his forces. Chi was sick of the two getting involved and staged an ambush for Green Justice in the subway tunnels of Steel Canyon. Chi wasted no time in throwing all of his Inkmen at Justin at once. The combined assault drained the magical abilities out of Justice's body. Previously, Chi had managed to trap Hero 1 on the astral plane with an army of ancestor spirits. Hang on there, Hero 1, I'll get right to you. It seemed as if Chi's planning had paid off. The two were done for. But with the help of War Witch and Hero 1's own ancestral past, the two were able to defeat the ancestor spirits and block Tub Chi and the rest of the Sioux from accessing their magic powers. This turned the tide in the fight. Green Justice, drained of his own magical ability, but still a force to be reckoned with, rose up and single-handedly defeated Chi and his gang in their moment of weakness. It was Green Justice's greatest victory as a superpowered being, and he did it all without a single power. Okay, so what have you got to say here? Zapp, Paladin, can you hear me? The Omega team needs your help. I placed a protective ward on the time capsule and all of its contents before I left through the Richti portal. What you are seeing is an aspect of myself as guardian to the capsule. Yes, I can hear you. The Richti have stolen a single letter from the time capsule. I must ask you to retrieve this letter. I will show you the path, but you must be the one to reclaim it. I'll get your letter back here then. Thank you, Zapp, Paladin. I do not know why they would want to steal from the capsule. Nor do I have the incantations to divine such a plot. It is on you to resolve this and to return what was taken to its rightful resting place. Stay true. Okay. However, I think this is starting another arc, and we've gone a little bit over time here. So, folks, we're going to leave that as a cliffhanger for the next issue of the Chronicles of Zapp Paladin. And before I end the episode, I just want to let everybody know I will be at Gen Con this week. That is August 1st through 4th, down in Indianapolis. I hope that maybe some of you may be able to go. And if so, I'd love to meet you. Just leave a comment below. Let me know. And, we can get together, have a drink or something. But that also means there might be a lack of issue next week because I won't have time to record another episode. And then all the other stuff, editing it, rendering it, uploading it, all that stuff. But enough of that, everybody. I hope you had a great time watching this issue, and I hope you enjoy the game. It's a really great game. I hope you try it out. If you do, let me know as well. And everybody, I will see you all in the next issue of the Chronicles of Zapp Paladin. Take care and bye.